over there. So I'm going to call. So I was supposed to do this, but we gave this onto one of our sisters to help us do this. S.A. Bello, please come. Please, can we clap for her? She comes. She's going to help us handle the panel session. And the panel is going to be made up of Dozier from Advocacy. You can sit on the red one since it's the hot chair. Can we celebrate him? He's still coming. He's still coming. We have Rona from Barfest. Is it Richard or you? Or the both of you? You. I keep forgetting your name. I only remember Richard's name all the time. So Rona, you can have a seat. Osakwolo. Yes. Osakwolo from Ant-Man Studios. We didn't remember on time, but it's never too late. Travel Edu, get a chair for Travel Edu to come and join us on this stage. Get up. Let's celebrate Zaviano. Get me a chair. Let's Zavi come and join. So these are community these are people that are trying and helping to build strong. Yes, I forgot. 2 chairs. I'm sorry. God forgive. Edo State Photographers Association is also here. So 2 chairs quickly, 2 chairs quickly, 2 chairs quickly. Where's Mr. Courage? Yes. Mr. Courage. Thank you so much. Chairs can be gotten from the hall. Please, we need them here quickly. Don't worry. Please, Father, forgive us. And both of them are wearing white. Can we celebrate them? White men. I know there are several other communities seated here, but we can't take every one of us. But at least these ones are doing works that we see, and many of us are doing other works. But let's learn from each other. Let's build it together today. Somebody bring in the chair. Okay. Thank you. So you're going to be learning from them and learning about what they do, so we can connect with the work that they are doing and find a way to make sure that things go right. Sanomio, please could you play us a sound while we wait?
I want to believe that we'll be having a very good time today. So we do not waste time. We'll just go on and into what we have. My name is S.A. Bello, and I'm just helping out. Okay, so before we dive into the questions we have, I would like for our panelists to introduce themselves and what they represent. For example, we have Baptist. They're going to tell us what it means. So we're going to start from the right-hand side and then down to the left.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mwigbe Sahai Courage, and I am representing the Edo State Professional Photographers Association. The name says it, yeah.
Okay. But what do you do?
Okay, so it's an association that comprises of photographers and creatives in Edo State, and it's a community where we'll grow ourselves, we'll develop ourselves, and just bond and make the creative industry better. All right, so that's what we do basically.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Edozie Anidu. I'm a visual artist, founder of Capture Studio, and I'm the coordinator for Advocacy Benin. Advocacy Benin is an organization, it's a youth-led organization that focuses on making social change through artistic expression. We empower youths, we collaborate with other like organizations, and we are in Benin and we are excited. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ronai Jenogwa, and I am the creative director of the Benin Arts and Books Festival and the co-founder of the Rongo Art Foundation. Now, the Benin Arts and Books Festival is a platform where we celebrate artists, give them visibility, and enlighten and educate people, art enthusiasts about art and culture, and basically just promote art and culture, basically. It's an annual festival that takes place November every year. And then the Wrong Go Out Foundation is more broad-based. The Benin Art and Books Festival is an initiative under the Wrong Go Out Foundation, and it's a platform, a foundation aimed to provide artists with every of the resources needed for them to hone their craft. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ikilu. I'm a sculptor. I'm an artist. I'm the curator of Antmen Studios of Art. Yeah, representing Antmen Studios of Art. In Antmen, we are young artists. We've been striving and working in Benin for the past 3 years, promoting younger artists across Nigeria. We organize art workshops where we bring in artists, sometimes 20, sometimes 10. Every year, we do that every year, August. So we house these artists, we provide materials for them, and then feeding as well for a space of 4 weeks, where they get to produce their works. And after the workshop, the residency, we organize exhibitions for these artists. So for the past 3 years, we've been doing this in Benin City. I know most of you are not aware, but some artists are here and they've been participating. They've been working with us. So that's not just the only initiative we push as the arts, that's Antmen. So we also run a foundation. The foundation also do what we call skill acquisition. The skill acquisition, we don't just concentrate solely for artists. You learn other aspects, photography and digital works and every other thing you can think of. So we run these things for free for younger ones like us. That's for the initiative of the foundation. So we do these things every year, and then we get to celebrate ourselves, celebrate our artists, celebrate people that have been associating with Antmen under the night. Yes, we call the bonfire night. Some persons.
If you are clapping, please do clap, because this is a lot. It's really a lot.
Yeah. No. All right. Thank you so much. So let me just hold it there.
Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, my name is Victor Zaviano. I'm a storyteller and representing Travel Edo. Travel Edo is a tourism initiative born from Edo State, and it's an initiative that supports Edo's heritage, culture, through creative storytelling and visual storytelling as well. So promoting our heritage, our culture, our landscapes to global standards to kind of show what is possible within our reach, the potentials that we can tap into as a place and as a region, and also to explore what is possible within the creative space as well, using storytelling and travels. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Please let that clap be louder. Thank you. I want to believe that while they talked, you were able to connect to where you're supposed to be, right? Right? You can't be seated there and you're not connecting anywhere. 5 persons spoke. You should be able to know where you are going to go to as we dive into the body of what we have. The very first question I have here is, how, now that you're holding the mic, you're going to begin. Okay. So how did your creative community come to be? That is, how did you get to form this body? How did it come to be?
All right. So for Travel Edo was born out of the fact that we saw the gap between the tourism space and how Edo State was promoted as a place. Every one of us know that when you talk about Edo State on the mainstream media, it was always about cultism. It's always about political tussles. It's always about this narrative that don't really sell us well. And Edo State is positioned in a very strategic point that you cannot access the northern side without passing through Edo State if you're coming from the south, and you cannot take the southern side without passing through Edo State as if you're coming from the north, which is why Edo is called the heartbeat of Nigeria. Like everywhere you pass through traces a path to every region. It's like Ring Road. If you're in Benin and you are missing, and you connect yourself to Ring Road, you are able to find yourself a way. That's how Edo State is. And we saw the gap that it wasn't promoted to its full potential in terms of tourism. And in the northern side of Edo State, we have mountains, really amazing mountains and landscapes that when you travel, I'm sure lots of people have seen our works on Instagram, right? And you see possibilities in terms of tourism, in terms of eco-tourism, in terms of adventure tourism. I think what Edo State has really been scratching its surface is cultural tourism, which is which we enjoy due to the royal resilience and the royal regalia of Benin Kingdom and what it possesses. So Travel Edo decided to come in as that gap to say, you know what, we have really amazing creatives who are storytellers. There are a lot of you who want to be travel content creators, travel influencers, right? So Travel Edo came in and created that platform for us as those kind of creative to express ourselves. So that was how Travel Edo was born.
This is commendable. There was a gap. There's this kind of space that needed something to come in, and then you decided to fill that space. It's commendable. Please, your hand again for him. Next person. You know you have a lot. You began with a lot. Now you have a lot again, right? Same question. Yes, we're just going to make it brief. Same
All
question,
right.
but let's make it brief. What informed are coming together? How did this birthday get to be? That's the question.
For Ant-Man, I think we had a common goal. I think that's what's the bet for every initiative, every community. You have a common goal to help younger artists. There, just like what he said, there was a vacuum, the brain drain vacuum. Every artist here, every creatives here, we all aspire to go to Lagos. We are all aspiring when you get to a certain peak in Benin, you dash out, you go to Lagos. So Edo State keep training younger artists from Auchi, from Uniben, and then they keep running to Lagos. So Ant-Man decided we saw that space, we saw that thing, and then we want to spread our wings, not just in Benin, not just Edo State, across Nigeria, but bringing these creatives, bringing these top people here in Benin, and then knowing the younger ones knowing that, yeah, these people can come here. So why can't I just stay and then we build together?
Okay, let's do the clapping. So, what Atmen did for Edo is we do not have a reason to not go to Lagos. We do not have a reason to run away, right? They said what you are looking for in Sokoto is in your Sokoto. Do you still have a reason to run? So Atmen is there for you anytime, any day. It deserves another round. Okay. Bab Faith, please.
Okay, so Adria, my partner, and I founded the Benin Arts and Books Festival in 2022 because we all here can all agree that Benin City has a rich mix of culture and art, right? There are different artists. I mean, the art scene in itself is multidisciplinary. It is not just one place. It's not just rich in one particular sector. We have filmmakers, we have sculptors, we have photographers, we have writers, we have so many, artists across various disciplines that are doing so well in their various spheres. And then we thought about, okay, we have this rich mix of arts and artists in Benin City. Why don't we bring a platform? And there are still so many emerging artists with so bright prospect, very bright prospect. So why don't we bring up a platform where there can be a fusion, all of the art disciplines, emerging and established, right? Yes, emerging and established in the sense that the established writers can now, or the established artists can come and, mentor. Do you understand? There will be this bridge between both sectors and every other art discipline and all of that. And besides, there are other books and art festivals in other big cities. So is Benin not big enough? Obviously it is. So why aren't we having something similar here in Benin City? So that was the idea behind the Benin Arts and Books Festival.
Yeah, this is good. Okay. Some places do not clap at all. Do we need to stand again? See. Okay.
Hello.
Hold on, please. The reason you need to clap is because it's not easy to bet an idea. It is not even easy to have an idea. I came in here yesterday and I know that my mindset has changed. You know, there were things I didn't know. I had Bab Fest for the first time yesterday. And then going home, I had to go browse. And because the first thing I thought about when I heard that, I was like, do they come together to read books? I studied English, so you won't blame me. So because of the book thing I saw, I said maybe they just read stories. But when I went to internet, I saw some others, and I was like, this is here in Benin. You know, bridging this gap between the ones that are seemingly successful, the ones that are already happening, and then bringing the ones that are emerging so that they can get to the point where they can work together. It is not easy. So when we say clap, please do clap, okay? Let's listen, please. Okay. Okay, please let's make it brief. It's okay, it's okay. You will clap when you need to clap. Okay.
Okay.
Make it brief. They
Hi,
call
everyone. Advocacy Benin. Um, the backstory is, first of all, our name, Advocacy, is a
please
combination of,
be a bit audible. Or you need
it's a combination of arts and advocacy. So the backstory is during the NSAS protests from 2020, with the youth coming out and speaking up, um, advocacy saw this as a place where, of course, arts could make greater impact, and there's a way we can actually coordinate our voices and be more effective. Sorry. So here comes advocacy. Currently, we are in about 7 states in Nigeria, and we activated in Benin this year. What we do is we come to a state, of course, we gather like minds, and they form a community. There's a boot camp, of course, to you know train creatives, give them exposure to certain topics, and just give them that knowledge and make them more confident in their artistic expression. So after the boot camp, of course, we set to go into the city. We activate different spaces. We currently do an open mic in the campuses, just creating that platform for young people to express themselves, even people that have never been on stage. We believe these are mediums where we can start growing the creative confidence in Benin City. And at the end of the day, make these voices actually very audible. Um, Also, we we are like we are youth led. We organize festivals. We also have a synergy with other states. So personally, we believe that with the more people come into this state of mind, as much as art is good for entertainment, is good for a lot of purposes, but art is also a way where we can voice our thoughts, we can make our voice louder. So that's where advocacy comes in. Thank you.
I'm watching us. Please clap. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, now advocacy basically is giving creative a voice, right? That's a summary of everything. A voice. You that seem to be there, not seen, not heard, advocacy is there to give you your voice. Okay, association.
All right. So the EDSPPA was formed by a group of visionary photographers led by Mr. Lovely Yamu, the CEO of Photosport. They saw the need to unite the Edo State photographers under a professional body that can fight for the rights of photographers and also create a platform to elevate the standard of photography in the community. So we've been doing that through our monthly meetings, our trainings, and also programs like the World Photography Day. All right. So the EDSPPA is a registered body. We're in partnership with the Ministry of Arts and Culture, and we are promoting, elevating the standard of photography in our community. Thank you.
Place your hands. I just want to ask this. Thank you. This quick one. Is it working?
Yes, it is.
Photographers are interested. They come.
Yes.
They want to be a part of it.
Yes, some of our members are here.
Oh, you said some. I'm just asking generally. Are they interested in this body?
Yes, they are.
You
They're
have a
interested.
handful or you have many?
We have a handful. We have a lot of people. Yeah, we have a lot of
I
people.
almost caught you there. With your handful.
We
Is
have
that
a lot of
right?
people.
So now we'll go to our second question. What are, I know when we started talking, in a sense, we have covered this, but I would like for us to just maybe in a sentence or two still talk about this question. So, what are its core values? What are its core values? By that, I mean, what are the values or goals that drive your community? The values, goals that drive this community. I know that when you talked about what you represent or how you were formed, you already mentioned, but
Okay.
so that it's clear cut. What
Okay.
drives you?
Okay. So what drives us is we are promoting standard in photography in Edo State, and also we promote unity. Our slogan is one love. So we
Okay,
promote
I
unity
want to
of
come in here. When you say you're promoting standard,
yeah.
how do you measure standard? You go check out the work of people?
No, by training, by sharing knowledge, collaboration, sharing what we know, and also getting facilitators to to train our members. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Advocacy. In one or two sentences, what are these things that drives your body? The things that drive your body, your goal, your value. What drives you?
Well, one of the things that drive advocacy is being able to um, cultivate talent, one, and being able to bring an artistic expression, an artistic work from its creation process to the stage, right? Take it from that point of, okay, you created this in your own room, and then take it to the actual stage where it can actually make impact. So that is one of the things that drive us.
Okay, being able to bring something obscure to light.
Yes, bring it to
Okay.
life.
Okay. I knew we are gonna clap. I saw somebody they put in there. Okay, do it. Do it now. Okay. In one or two sentences, please. So we'll leave here today.
This question is actually very triggering. I'm trying my best not to talk too much.
That's
but
why I
then-
said two sentences. Because I know
All
Rona.
right. Okay, I'll keep it brief. So basically, we exist to serve the creative ecosphere, especially in Benin City. So we operate with 5 objectives, which is connectivity. We call it CAVE: connectivity, accessibility, visibility, and enlightenment. Connectivity in the sense that we are the bridge. We connect across multidisciplines, across professionalism, emerging and established. Visibility, we exist more for even emerging artists. We are willing to give every artist, especially emerging artists, wants the world to see their works. And we are that platform they can stand, you understand, to possibly, reach higher realms, reach higher, goals and everything, right? And then enlightenment and education. Most people, they actually tend to, let me say, people overlook art, right? In every of its dimensions, most times they feel like, okay, what is there? But we exist to give people that idea that this is what it is. This is what it is. This is the depth behind art and everything. So with these few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you.
Okay, you have been able to convince, because the truth is, from what you said, every one artist needs your community, right? Right? I don't want to go back to mention the 5, but the truth is, from what she has mentioned, the connectivity, the visibility, and all of that, every one person seated here today needs this community, right? Is that true? Okay, so clap for this community. Okay, you know. The question: what is your value, your core value? What are the things that drive this your community?
Yeah, what drives Ant-Man is we believe that none of us is as creative as all of us.
Us is
None
as
of us is as
creative,
creative as all of
all
us.
of us.
Yes.
None
So
of
we
us.
structured, like the name goes, Ant-Men. It's like the ant hill. They're colonies. They are soldiers. So we need everybody. We need the entire community. That's what drives Ant-Man.
To be good.
To be good, very good.
Because
for our voice to be
in our
heard.
togetherness, it can be better.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you see the ants lifting the cockroach, moving it from one spot to another, all of them, they move without complaint. So when you go to our Instagram pages, you see the kind of works we make, very big works. And then you are wondering how are these guys going to move these things or how are they doing these things. So that's how we work.
So it is right to say that your community believes the good book that iron sharpens iron. When this iron comes, the other one comes. So we put our strength together and we are stronger. Okay.
So for Travel Edo, one of our core values are sustainable tourism, because we believe that local tourism is also key in terms of experiential knowledge and how we learn as filmmakers and young creative as well. If you get to know about your places and you get to know about, we believe through traveling, you learn faster than even books, where you learn by experience. You know, when the other I've forgotten the last speaker, right? Yeah, talked about how he travels and tell the story. Trust me, he must have done lots of researches, right? But the knowledge he gains by being there to experience it is far way vast than what you read through books. Books give you a summary overview of human perspective. I can write a book on Ososo, but if you go to Ososo, you are going to understand it better for yourself because you see, you feel, and you experience. And also, community engagement. So we have, for us, because us as an initiative, it's not easy to summarize everything in a sentence. So
You know why I would I really
you
would
always
have loved
break them
a
down.
sentence, 2 or 3
Okay.
maximum.
Mm.
So we get it.
I get it, right?
Because when you do explaining like this,
Yeah.
we may lose it.
Okay.
So give us that
All right.
call.
So community engagement,
Okay.
cultural, um, rural engagement as well, community empowerment, youth and creative innovation. So these are just like
Because
list
you
of it.
believe in movement.
Yeah, we
you do
believe
not
in
believe in being in one place. You need to move to get it.
to learn,
To learn.
to experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Please, your hands together. We're making progress, right? If you have questions for that, you could jot down and send to us, or you could maybe stand up later to ask, but we'll just move on what we have. How do you sustain engagement and collaboration? How have you sustained that?
So
Before you answer that question, just the way I asked them, is it working?
yeah, we have been so much excited about the past 2 years that we've been running.
Working.
Yeah.
Working.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so
working.
how have you sustained this?
Yes. So we've been very intentional with how we break ground with especially rural areas, and we have really done a lot of community engagement and also understanding the fact that when it has to do with collaboration, it's about value chain. Yeah.
When you talk community engagement, it's broad, right? Is it not broad? I will need you to break
To be
it down.
specific.
Yeah.
All right.
So what do you mean?
So like we have done projects in Edo North that have brought movies that were shot fully in Edo State, and communities, about 80% of the cast from most of the films were from the community. Like Osamede, I'm sure most of you all have seen Osamede in the cinemas,
Wow,
right?
that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah.
It's
so-
really community engagement because now you're not just bringing light to that
Yeah.
community, you're raising people
Yes,
to
we're raising-
persons ordinarily that will never have thought that they will appear on TV.
Mhm.
Because wherever Osamede, you said Samede?
Osamede, yeah.
Wherever Osamede is shown, those persons are seen.
Yeah.
So they are not just humans in Akoko Edo anymore. They are
yes.
becoming global.
Yes.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
good. I should move to
I
Akoko
mean,
Edo.
which is why.
Or you come to my community.
Of course,
Okay.
Which of the communities is that?
Should I tell him? You will all not know where I came from.
Possibly, I may have been there before.
It's popular.
Yeah.
I'm from GC.
Just
Know the fire thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done. So basically, I've lost the question. Yeah.
How do you sustain
Yeah.
engagement
So
and collaboration? You're going to talk about.
yes,
You've mentioned engagement.
yeah,
you're in
collaboration. So for collaboration, we figured out that in this space in Edo State, that is one of the most difficult thing to understand in terms of coming together to partner. People tend to use people rather than share value chain, right? So what we did was when we go to these places, we tell them we are not like other people coming. We want to be able to showcase yourself, but you also have to give us access to show these places. Most time, as when you go to some communities, you see they are quite very apprehensive because most of these politicians have come, carry cameras around,
Made
promise a lot of
promises.
things, and never come back. But when we show these places, we tell this community that we are bringing tourists to you. These tourists are also going to come here and stay with you. They buy from you. They engage with you. You are going to see positive light. Like Ososo. Ososo have been one of our primary focus area, and I'm sure lots of persons here know about Ososo. If you know about Ososo, please let me see your hands off. Right. Thank you very much. So we've been able to showcase these rural areas to target them to investors who intentionally come in to exhibit projects and give back to communities.
So beyond exposure for such communities, you have been able to earn their trust.
Yes.
Because we are looking at how we sustain collaboration and engagement. Because if they do not trust you, they cannot run with you. Okay.
If you want to go to Ososo today and you call me and I tell them you're coming with your camera crew, the rest assured you don't have a challenge.
I have a new job then. Okay. Okay. Same question, but yours should be brief. Okay. Everyone going to be brief. So, yeah.
So the question.
Have you sustained for ease? He was able to not just expose them to what they didn't know before, was able to build trust with them. That is why he can stand here to say, he can vouch for me and they will take it because it's coming from him. So, how have you been able to sustain your engagement and collaboration? And collaboration is not just about your community. We are talking about you stepping out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think sitting down here is about testimonies, and you allow your track record to speak for your organization. So for the past 3 years, Antmin has been able to do that, and a lot of artists here who can testify. This is not a courtroom, but they can bear witness to what Antmin has been doing here. So cutting across our studio and then the foundation, that's the skill acquisition program, which we always organize every year for not just artists, for all around, maybe fashion designers and the rest. And then for the the studios on which is the workshop, the residency, where we empower young artists and keep them. So we've been able to sustain this thing with 3 years experience. We are running it and looking forward for the fourth year coming 2026.
Okay, so sorry. What I want us to do is for persons to get the message. So now you've been able to give back to communities, right?
Yeah.
Giving back to communities because you've had workshops, right?
Yes.
Are you with me? I'm saying you're my right. Giving back through through workshops. Then you mentioned
Skill acquisition
skill
program.
acquisition. So because of that, persons are able to respond to you because you have something to offer. Because if you
Yes.
come to my community, let's say you are a community of maybe, okay, we are creatives here. You are in this community and you come to us, you should have something to offer to us, right? And this is what you are offering. And this is what is opening opportunities for people to join.
Yes.
Because that's what we're looking at. How you are able to sustain collaboration and engagement. If you are not giving out, there's no way persons are going to know you. And when persons do not know you, another person can come to join you. And then, like you mentioned, sitting here today is the power of collaboration. That's you branching out from your original home, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done? You still want to add
Yes.
something? Okay, go ahead.
So those are just the other part, because we also have the internship program. Maybe you did not study fine art and then you just love art, or you study fine art and you are not too sure of your profession, like you are not strong enough, then you can still run an internship program. Antimin is still open for that.
You train me.
Sure.
Okay.
So
Scholarship,
yeah, we've
right?
also
Scholarship free.
my director is there, he will grant that.
It's okay.
So we've also collaborated with other organizations.
We're going to talk more on collaboration. That's why I'm trying to
Okay,
cut so
okay.
we do not dabble into
No
what
problem.
we have next. Hope we got something from here. Okay. Same question.
Okay.
How have you been able to sustain engagement and collaboration?
I would say that my community, a community like ours, needs collaboration to thrive because we are all about reaching out to creatives because we exist for them, literally. So we've been very intentional about, collaborating with organizations that share the same value as us, right? Collaboration, organizations with a whole base of emerging artists, creatives that want to step up their game and everything. I think earlier this year, that was in October, not even earlier this year, we hosted our very first artist in residence program, and we collaborated with Peter Fleming Art Gallery. The CEO is seated somewhere around there. And then as well, we also collaborated with Ant-Man Studios. And we've been collaborating so far with a host of organizations. Last year, we collaborated with the Museum of West African Art, MOA. So basically, we collaborate with organizations like this that have the same value as us, that can, help us reach out to more creatives, basically. So that's how we sustain it. I don't know if that best answers your question.
You notice that maybe there's something I need to hear.
Okay.
Because now we know that you collaborate with persons, we
Hmm.
know that you're engaging. We are asking, how have you sustained this? What is it about your community?
Okay.
What is
About
that
my
thing?
community.
And how you sustain it? Like for him, he talked
Mhm.
about building trust.
Mm-hmm.
For him, he talked about giving back.
Okay.
So that is like a lure,
Okay.
something that's dragging you out.
Mm.
So how do you do this?
So I'll say mine is both. We build trust and we give back.
Okay, is that right?
Yes.
If persons
It-
do not trust us, really, they cannot work
They
with
would
us.
not work with us actually. They see the value in what we do. And that's why they agree to collaborate with us. I want to go in depth, but we don't have time, but so I'll just pass the mic.
There's something you really want to say.
Yes.
Okay, that's one thing I want to hear.
Okay.
That's one thing.
I think
Do you want to hear it?
let me
Uh-huh.
just pass the mic. That skipped my mind, but while we're talking,
When
it
you
actually
remember,
came in.
you
When I
bring it
remember,
back.
yeah, I will.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. You are not clapping anymore. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. One way we build, we sustain engagement, and the second question was
Engagement and collaboration.
collaboration.
Ow. Maybe just a
Okay.
word.
Yeah. So from the camp, right? Our strategy is to create leaders. I mean, it's like you're first a leader of yourself, and then you become a leader of your world. So with that in mind, our community is made up of people that are leader conscious, if I can say that way. So that way it's like we are the community. We are what makes the community happen. So it's our responsibility. So that way we always have that value connecting us together. It's like you're a leader and you should lead. So yes.
So we are able to stay together, sustain ourselves by creating leaders, okay, of every 1% that we come in contact with, right? We want to be a bit fast because the next question I'm going to ask, and the last question, I'm going to tie it up together. So you quickly may talk on this and then we'll just do that.
Okay, at EDSCPA, the way we sustain our engagement and collaboration is firstly through communication. We have a WhatsApp group where we communicate. We have trainings, we have questions, we have different things we share on the WhatsApp group. Then we run monthly meetings that holds every last Tuesday of every month. Then we'll have programs that we do like the World Photography Day. Then we also have a program that is coming up by December, which is our Love Feast. All photographers are also welcome. So
See the way they clapped at Love Feast. Food matter. Yeah. He's asking, is it for only photographers? So that other community can be a
creatives,
part of it.
yes. Yeah,
Can we all
welcome.
come?
You're all welcome.
It's open to us.
It's open, but
Please
there's a
share the
little
day.
there's a little ticket fee.
Oh,
Little.
okay.
Just a token.
Okay, so we'll move on. You heard what he said. One, communication. You cannot have this community and you're not talking. There must be exchange, right? And then the other one, you talked about physical meetings, and now you mentioned food. I don't want to call it love fest. You mentioned food, and we're happy. because we're part of the food business. Okay, so now I'm going to ask my last question. Like I said, I'm going to tie two questions together. Why does one need to care about being a community? You know, why should I join one? And now, when you answer that question, you're going to share your experience. How did you come to be? I know not everyone was going to have a story to tell because we are different communities, and like your story is going to be different from the other person's story. But let's see what we can get from us. Why join a community? Why do I need you? Why don't I just stay on my own? Why can't I just be solo or one man riot? Why do I need you? Okay.
Okay. Like I said earlier on, the vision of EDSPPA came from the idea of trying to unite the photographers in Edo State. Now, there have been some cases where some photographers had issues with some people, and they needed a body to stand on behalf of them. So that's one of the advantage for being part of a community. There might be some, and there have also been cases where somebody wants to apply for something, maybe like a visa, for example, and you need, a certificate that shows that you are part of a body that commits to, community impact and development. So, there are many other advantages as well as, the trainings. Some people might not have the access to me because if you want to come to my class, you might pay a lot of money. But when you are coming to the EDSPPA meeting, you get to access me for free. So, and there are many other creatives as well in that community.
So we have a reason to be a part of that body if you're a photographer, right? Access, information is made available because in the meeting discussions are going on. Nobody's going to cut you out of it, right? You're not going to pay to get information, right? So it's free. So why do you need to join? You've heard that. So please, next person. Why community? Why do I need to join you? And then you can share your experience, one or two experiences.
Okay. My simple answer to that is context. So every creative exists in a space, and the sooner the creative is aware of the context which he's existing in, the sooner he can start creating. And um, personally, um, when my career as a visual artist, I quickly started to realize the like minds around me, and I realized that that was the context. That was a movement. Like every art revolution, every meaningful art is always coming through a movement. So that is the number one reason why we definitely have to collaborate. We have to come together because if there's a context, for instance, we are sitting here as organizations in Benin. It's like we already have the context and then we have a mission, we have our values, we have a direction. So yes, we know that when we come together, we can actually work and we can actually achieve our goals faster.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, please, Rona, I'm going to change your question. We'll work together, we can achieve a lot together. Rona, going by your journey in the creative space, how would you measure or quantify the benefits, personal and professional, that have come to you because you're in a creative community?
Can you come again?
Okay, I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Going by your journey in the creative space, how would you measure or quantify the benefits, personal and professional, that have come to you because you're in a creative community? I would love for you to just oppose it with if you were working solo.
A lot, actually. Like, I don't even know how to start, right? I've met people that have grown me in, different areas of my life while being in this community space. I was actually, let me give you a personal story. In 2021, I was the president of the Elsa Creative Writers Workshop back then in Uniben. And it was because I was in that community, I met Ejiro, and both of us actually now thought about the idea, which is now Boab Fest today, right? If I was operating solo in my room, drinking coffee and writing on my table or my desk and saying, oh, I can survive on my own, I don't have to be part of any creative, possibly by now I wouldn't have met Ejiro and we wouldn't have come together as a storm to come up with an idea like this that is actually blooming strong now. So you as a creative, you need to be part of a community. Like I think it was Mr. Bernard that said, "One motto no dey form entourage." You can never, you might actually do well on your own, but if you meet people, you would facilitate. It would be faster, right? And you would expand yourself in ways you don't even know. It was because of I mean, being in the creative community and being in creative ecosystem. I met Mr. Babawale, and he has taught me a lot. He might not actually know, but I look at him and I model a lot of things after I model after him. Basically, I've also met a lot of amazing persons as well. So being in the creative community, being in the creative ecosystem rather has benefited me largely. I feel like I even have a lot of benefits than I actually give out. Though I try to give out as much, but I receive a lot than I actually give out. Yes.
So I want to believe that we're having reasons to be in a community. I want to give it to him first, then you are going to conclude. What aspect of your sorry that I didn't acknowledge your clap, sorry. What aspect of your work has been what aspect of your work has been okay, what aspect of your work, like being in this creative space, as the creative space helped to sharpen? What aspect of your work, like because you are in this community, that is why it is sharp? That's the question I'm trying to ask.
Yeah. So I think authentic storytelling. Yeah, just being able to have human empathy to understand without like to leave outside of myself and understand perspective from persons. Like we've been able to we don't just do travels within Edo State, although we prioritize Edo State when you come to our what we sell on our social media spaces are Edo State. But when we go to other countries, right? I take out my personality as a Nigerian because when you get there, you have to meet other persons. So just being able, when we are commissioned to say, go and tell the story about this place, I don't go there being like, oh, trying to impose this Nigerian self of mine, but just being able to live outside of myself, and which is something that is very key for creatives as well as filmmakers, is that I'm sure a lot of you being in this space right now, you've learned a lot that's going to help change your mind in how you see and view the world. So that is what my community has been able to have me be, especially in the travel space.
Okay. And finally, I want you to conclude with what, okay, what impact can a creative community have on an artist's growth and well-being? That's what we're concluding with. Because Baba Wale is on our neck that we need to leave here.
Thank you
Okay.
for giving me that privilege to conclude on. All right. Yeah, what I believe is a community that breathes together is like a firewood that burns together. So a community cannot exist without sustainability, and sustainability you can replace it with oxygen. So with a community you don't need competition. You know that okay, we are all important. So that is the growth. That is what it helps you to shapen and sharpen. So that's it.
In a community, that's what we are closing with. While in that community, there's no competition. We are all equals. We're all helping ourselves to get better. We're all helping ourselves to climb to that high place. There is no what? Competition. Thank you so much for giving us this time. Thank you so much, our panelists, for making our time to be here. Baba Wale, come and take your mic. Please clap for Baba.
A group picture. Divine, please do a group picture with us. Once again, let's celebrate this wonderful community. So if you haven't heard of them before, any of them at any point in time, now you know them and you should find a way to connect with them. It's important that we build this community together. Who was saying it? I think it was Zavi or Ant-Man. I remember one, I forgot how many years ago, others were going to Lagos. I told myself, now this Benin, I have told Zavi, if I were here with day, we'll build it here. People will come and look for us here. And I think it's happening already, right? So I said, let's keep building it and we'll make it stronger. There's a photographer behind you that was so, can we come together? Let's be closer. Yes, you're there. You're not the moderator. What they say, cheese. Say mushi. Robo. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.